So we're now starting lesson 16, finding slopes and equations of lines, part 2. So now we are talking about the slope-intercept form of a linear equation. Is a way of writing a linear equation of slope m and the y-intercept v of the line. This way of writing the equation is a form of y equals mx plus b. So slope being m is very important. That is something we'll need quite a bit later. And then b is just the y-intercept, and it is a lowercase b. It actually showed uppercase b in an earlier point, but that's not something we need to know. So here we have lowercase m, which is slope, and lowercase b, which is the y-intercept. Y-intercept is where it switches from the left side to the right side of the y-axis. Use a graph line to write its equation. So here we need to find our slope, which if you remember before, it is rise over run. So our line is going like this, which if you remember, that is a positive slope. So it is going to be positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 over 1, 2, 6 over 2. Which equals, that is m. M is 3. So now we can look at our graph and we can see that the y-intercept is right here at -1. So because we have y is equal to mx plus b, we know m is 3. We leave y like it is equal to our m is 3, x, and then plus b, which is -1. Well, we can combine that into -1. The second part says write the equation of a line that has a slope of 2, 3 and passes through -2, -2, 4. If we look, it goes in between 5 and 6. So it's going to be 5 and something. So now we can use this information to know that the slope is 2/3. We know that from earlier, we have that the slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's the slope formula. So we can just plug in the things that we have. So this is 2/3 is equal to our slope. So that is 2/3 is equal to, now because we're substituting in y and x, we have over minus y over x, and then it is 4 and -2. Now minus negatives and plus. So now to get rid of our fraction, we can multiply by the denominator. So when we do that, we move that over to the other side. We have, I'm actually going to pull this to the other side and then write what we have, start multiplying by x plus 2 times x plus 2. So I'm going to move this y minus 4 to this side. Y minus 4 is equal to 2/3 times x plus 2. And now we can get rid of we can use the distributive property to multiply across here. So we have y minus 4 is equal to 2/3 times x, which is 2/3 x. And then 2/3 times 2 is 4/3. To get rid of a minus 4, we add 4 plus 4. But the y is equal to 2/3 x. Now 4/3 is 1 1/3 plus 4 is 5 and 1. All right, let's use the graph to write an equation of the line. So here we can clearly see that it goes through the point 4, 0, 4. And then we now need to find the slope. So b is equal to 4. When you find the slope, it goes down 1, so it's -1. -1 over 2. -1 over 2. Now we can just plug that into our y equals mx plus b. And we have y is equal to -1/2 x plus D says write an equation of a line that has a slope of 3/2 and passes through 4, -1. So once again, we're using the slope formula of n is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have 3/2. 3 over 2 is equal to just y minus y1. Or y1 is -1. So that is plus 1 over, and we just are putting in x because that's what our x2 is going to be, x minus 4. Now we multiply this whole thing by x minus 4 times x minus 4. This will cancel out. And I'm going to move this to that side. We have y plus 1 is equal to 3/2 times x minus 4. We now distribute this. We have y plus 1 is equal to 3/2 times x is just 3/2 x. And then 3/2 times -4 is -6. Now to get rid of a plus 1, we subtract them. So we are left with, this cancels out, y equals 3/2 x minus. So C is asking for a little bit more of that. So we now need to find both the equation and the, you find the y-intercept and the slope. So we once again use n equals, I want this one to be my 1. So we have 2 over 5 minus minus, that is -2, and that is 0. Minus negative turns into a plus. So m is equal to 4/5. We would want to reduce at this point, but because nothing goes into 4 and 5, that will actually help us to reduce. We want to leave it as 4/5. Whenever you have a slope, make sure that you always leave it as a fraction. So now we replace our x and y1s with just, or y2s, our front ones, with just x and y. So we have, our slope is 4/5 is equal to, so this is a y plus 2 over x, because x minus 0 is just x. Now to get rid of a divide by x, multiply by x. So we are left with, I'm going to move this cancels out, I'm going to move this to the other side. We have y plus 2 is equal to 4/5 x. To get rid of a plus 2, we subtract minus 2. This ends up canceling out. We have y equals 4/5 x minus